Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Hey there, welcome to the College Investor Audio Show. Today, looking at some tax software again, specifically the best tax software for you for the year 2020. That sure was a strange year for everybody, to say the least. The pandemic shut down the economy for much of March and April. Unexpectedly, millions of Americans found themselves relying on stimulus money and unemployment checks to cover the bills. The slow recovery, especially in certain industries, forced many people into the gig economy or self-employment to make ends meet. While these changes helped a lot of people, actually, through the worst of the economic turmoil, they may yield some tough surprises come tax filing time. Fewer than ever will have simple tax returns, so that could lead to difficult tax filing and really some unexpected, upgrades that require filers to pay a little bit extra. So this year, more than ever, there is no one-size-fits-all for the best tax software. All that said, we've been reviewing all the major options this season, including TurboTax, H&R Block, TaxAct, TaxSlayer, Credit Karma Tax, TaxHawk, and so many more. If there is one review you may have missed, you can always find it at thecollegeinvestor.com, and we have podcasts for all of them too. First, let's take a look at the best overall software that we looked at this year, H&R Block. That is our choice for the best overall tax software. It's either best or runner-up in most categories that we'll be going through today, but most tax filers will find the combination of robust offerings, price, and the ability to go in-store if you need to, as a huge win for H&R Block. All right, now let's take a look at first, the best free tax software. If you do qualify for a free file, you need to be taking advantage of it, for crying out loud. Unfortunately, free filing software is something of a unicorn. Only one company, Credit Karma Tax, offers free filing for all users in 2021. With that in mind, these are the two most robust free filing programs in 2021. So, if you think that you kind of should qualify for free filing, and we put that in quotes, should, be careful. While many tax programs advertise free filing, most don't deliver. You don't want to start your filing with one software only to be forced into an upgrade. It happens all the time. Credit Karma Tax is our winner for best free tax software. Why? Because Credit Karma Tax is the only major software program that actually provides free state and federal filing for most tax situations. The semi-guided navigation and freebies like Audit Defense make Credit Karma Tax software that's tough to overlook. Now, if you qualify, please consider using this one. Our runner-up for this year is H&R Block Free Edition. They have one of the easiest to use software services, and have even expanded what filers qualify for free. In 21, you can claim W-2 income, unemployment income, and retirement income. The free filing offer even includes the child tax credit, education credits, and student loan interest deductions. It also expands to the earned income tax credit, or the EITC. Unfortunately, not everyone's going to qualify for free filing with H&R Block. For example, those with daycare expenses or HSA contributions will need to upgrade. Now let's take a look at best tax software for maximizing credits and deductions. Historically, we've called this category the best software for itemizers. However, the 2019 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act led to fewer people needing to itemize. Despite those changes, many people still do need to maximize credits and deductions. You just might need to maximize your credits and deductions under the following circumstances. You paid student loan interest, you paid for higher education expenses, you contributed to a retirement account, you paid child or dependent care expenses, you contributed up to $300 in charitable expenses, and you don't plan to itemize, you contributed to an HSA. And there's more, by the way. You should not have to pay extra to take advantage of all these credits and deductions. These are the two software packages we recommend for maximizing your return. The winner, Credit Karma Tax. They offer free federal and state tax filing for everyone. The user experience is absolutely amazing, and users don't have to worry about paying for upgrades. This free filing software is ideal for users who need to maximize their refund and have slightly complicated finances. In 2021, we're especially grateful to have free software that allows users to enter self-employment and unemployment income. Phew! And our runner-up for this year is TaxHawk. TaxHawk offers free federal filing for everyone, but does require users to pay $12.95 per state. Despite the $12.95 price tag, TaxHawk is a true bargain for everyone. It also offers an upgrade for Pro Support. That means filers can ask a tax expert their tax questions before they file. TaxHawk can be a little bit more difficult to navigate compared to top-flight software like H&R Block, TurboTax, and TaxSlayer. But the price is right, and the user experience is superior to many mid-tier software packages. Now, the next category, best tax software for student loan borrowers. In the U.S., student loan interest is an adjustment to income. That means you don't need to itemize to qualify for the student loan interest deduction. Unfortunately, most major tax software companies do require an upgrade if you want to claim the deduction. Both of our software recommendations allow users to claim this valuable deduction for free. Our winner, H&R Block Free Edition. In 2021, H&R Block offers free filing for anyone with student loan interest or education expenses. H&R Block has an amazing usability and is ideal for many people with W-2 jobs. However, you will want to watch out for some gotchas. If you paid for dependent care expenses, contributed to a traditional IRA or a health savings account, or had charitable contributions, you'll want to skip out on H&R Block. Runner-up, Credit Karma Tax. Credit Karma Tax offers free state and federal filing for all users. It's not quite as usable as H&R Block Free Edition, but it offers more deductions for free. Now, cryptocurrency traders, here is the best tax software for you. The IRS released guidance for cryptocurrency investments in 2014, but it only clarified guidance starting in 2019. The tax software systems are still kind of playing catch-up to help crypto traders, and few seem to offer integrations that make tax filing easier. While every tax software we reviewed had some basic questions about cryptocurrency, most did not offer easy integration with crypto wallets. Because of the lack of quality integrations, we declared one winner, and we also reviewed a helper option that can kind of help you file using any software. Our winner for this, TurboTax Premier. Here's why. TurboTax makes it really easy for Coinbase customers to import transactions into the tax software. And once you import your transactions, TurboTax does the math to help you declare profits and losses. As of this point in the year, TurboTax is the only major tax software service to create this partnership. Very cool and well done, TurboTax. You will need to upgrade to TurboTax's Premier level to access this feature, though. Surprisingly, no other major software product offers integrations like these. It's kind of a sensible offering that we would like to see expanded next year for sure. Our runner-up, CryptoTrader.tax. Okay, so CryptoTrader.tax is not tax software, but it can help you figure out the tax implications of your virtual currency trades. If you've made fewer than 100 trades, you will pay just $49 to have a Form 8949 created, necessary for filing taxes. Once you have your Form 8949, you can use just about any software to file. I like to recommend TaxHawk as a low-priced and easy-to-use option. The price of CryptoTrader.tax increases steeply after 100 trades, so more enthusiastic traders probably better off using TurboTax to file. Here is the best tax software for stock market investors. Filers who only place a few trades per year have several tax filing options. For example, TaxHawk or Credit Karma Tax can easily handle these situations. However, people who trade more than 100 positions per year will not want to manually enter their trades. That would be a pain. Our two preferred providers are the most expensive, though, but they make tax filing simple for stock market investors. Winner, H&R Block Premium. And here's why. H&R Block Premium allows users to upload tax forms from their brokerages. H&R Block will then use those forms to figure out the filer's taxable income. It also imports up to 500 stock trade transaction per brokerage, 1099-B forms. Then, H&R Block takes on the burden of calculating your capital gains taxes. H&R Block Premium is not cheap, but the time savings is well worth the price. And our runner-up is TurboTax Premier. It offers similar functionality. It integrates with tons of brokerages, which makes tax filing very easy. TurboTax's point-and-click interface offers superior usability compared to H&R Block. However, the enhanced usability fails to justify the higher price tag. Most users save money by using H&R Block Premium. And now, the best tax software for landlords. Landlords has some of the most complicated returns, along with business owners. Keeping track of income, expenses, depreciation on a property, man, that's tedious. But it's very essential for tax time. We look for software that makes calculating depreciation easy and allows for easy import of prior year information to ensure continuity across returns. Historically, we've recommended TurboTax as a superior software for landlords. However, the high price tag is leading us in some other directions this year, such as H&R Block Premium. Figuring out depreciation and other rental expenses is a real pain. Even after half a decade of rental property ownership, I still struggle to explain how these deductions actually work. Thankfully, H&R Block makes it super easy to claim the appropriate deductions. The built-in calculators are easy to understand. Plus, the guidance is written in plain English. Thank you. As a result, filing taxes as a landlord is actually kind of easy. Our runner-up this year is TaxHawk Pro Support. So TaxHawk isn't as slick or easy to use as H&R Block or TurboTax. However, it is a usable software. With the introduction of Pro Support, many landlords will be able to have personal tax questions answered by a pro. TaxHawk's built-in calculators are super easy. Its Schedule E, which is the rental income section, is one of the best parts of the software. Of course, the software isn't seamless, but given the bargain price tag, it's well worth the consideration. Now, for you side hustlers, here's the best tax software for you. This year, we're kind of separating side hustlers from small business owners because there's a difference we've been noticing in how returns can be handled for each. Side hustlers, in our tax definition, are people who are working in the gig economy on the side or have small income on the side from selling stuff, like on eBay. The interesting thing about side hustlers is that they use different expense tracking apps, like Everlance, and they may be eligible to file the Schedule C EZ. Our winner? TaxSlayer Classic. TaxSlayer Classic gives users access to all tax forms at its classic level. Given the low price point and the extremely robust software, this is a fantastic deal. Unfortunately, the classic level doesn't include pro support or audit defense. But it is still a fantastic deal for filers who want a great user interface but don't need the extras. Our runner-up, Credit Karma Tax. They're back again. They allow side hustlers to prepare their tax returns for free. Credit Karma does a great job serving up information bubbles throughout the software to kind of allay your fears about filing your Schedule C. The free price tag and usability make Credit Karma Tax a great choice for people who don't have to deal with too many expenses. Our runner-up, Junior? I don't know, H&R Block Premium. So H&R Block Premium allows users to report self-employed income and basic expenses. No depreciation, though. It's easy to use, and it also allows users to import expenses from several bookkeeping apps. The price tag a little bit higher than some alternatives that we mentioned, but it's likely worthwhile if you're kind of unsure how to file. And don't forget about bookkeeping apps. No discussion about tax filing is complete without discussing bookkeeping apps. If you keep good records, it's easy to file a Schedule C for your side business. The two apps that I use are Tiller Money for expense tracking and Everlance for mileage tracking. If you don't have a bookkeeping option, I strongly recommend these two apps. Now, this year, I also tried out Keeper Tax for the first time. The text message-based interface is perfect for people who hate bookkeeping. The $11 per month subscription includes access to a bookkeeper who manually reviews expenses for you. At tax time, you just pay $39 for a summarized expense report. Best tax software for small business owners. Small business owners have a lot to think about when it comes to their tax returns. Beyond just entering income and expenses, there are considerations around the business structure, asset depreciation, individual retirement plans, and more and more and more and more. So, while many small business owners would likely benefit from an accountant, those that want to DIY it need to have software that's up for the challenge. And for that, we recommend TaxSlayer Self-Employed. Now, TaxSlayer, often overlooked. It's far less expensive than H&R Block and TurboTax, but nearly as usable. In 2021, TaxSlayer is finally winning a superlative award. Congrats, TaxSlayer! We don't have a trophy, sorry, but it is hands down the best tax software for self-employed small business owners. It's got excellent functionality, plenty of little info bubbles, I like those, and they're designed for small business owners and expert tax support. TaxSlayer is about 2/3 the price of our runner-up and offers more valuable perks. And that leads us to our runner-up, which is TurboTax Self-Employed. Now, they held the title of Best Tax Software for Small Business Owners for several years. This year, though, it was knocked down to runner-up. TurboTax boasts an easy-to-use interface and connectivity with QuickBooks. It also allows self-employed people to figure out the maximum contribution you can make to a solo 401k. Unfortunately, one of our favorite freebies, free access to QuickBooks, is gone. Without this freebie, TurboTax Self-Employed isn't as compelling as another option, TaxSlayer Self-Employed. Now, here's the best value for experienced filers. Experienced filers don't necessarily need guidance to get through all their taxes. These filers may just need the forms and some calculators to help them through the tough parts. These are bargain software options for people who kind of know what they're doing. Our winner? TaxHawk. Why, you ask? TaxHawk doesn't have the guidance that TurboTax and H&R Block have, but it's easy to use and offers access to all the major tax forms. With free federal filing and $12.95 for state, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better deal. Now that TaxHawk offers pro support as an upgrade, even experienced filers can pay to have their personal tax questions answered. The low price combined with usability makes TaxHawk a steal that experienced filers shouldn't miss out on. Our runner-up? Credit Karma Tax. Of course. And it's completely free. It's amazing software for experienced filers and beginners alike. The one drawback to Credit Karma Tax is that it doesn't cover all tax situations. If you moved in the middle of the year, or maybe you have a K-1 form, or you have foreign investments, you'll need to consider some other places. But outside of those scenarios, we're impressed by Credit Karma Tax yet again this year. Best tax support from the pros. You know that tax filing time is a little bit challenging, especially if you're facing some new tax situations. Trying to figure out what you can legally deduct is very important. You don't want to overpay your taxes, but you also don't want to end up on the wrong side of the IRS. They can be mean. Several companies offer Ask a Tax Pro option for their online filers. By appointment or maybe chat or email, filers can get their tax questions answered. Our winner? TaxHawk Pro Support. TaxHawk's Pro Support tier costs just $24.99. It involves unlimited phone, live chat, or screen share support with a tax expert. If you've got questions, these experts got the answer. TaxHawk's pricing and support options are tough to beat. Our runner-up? TaxSlayer Premium. So TaxSlayer Premium is a moderately priced software with massive value for filers looking for support. It comes with unlimited Ask a Tax Pro options where you can get support from a tax professional, either an enrolled agent or a CPA. It also comes with audit defense support and unlimited technical support. Given the price, TaxSlayer Premium offers an almost unbeatable value. Now let's take a look at the best virtual tax preparation. If you have barely left your house since March, totally get it. The idea of making an appointment to do your taxes is kind of not something you're eager to do. Thankfully, companies are responding to the pandemic and offering virtual tax prep. I suspect that this is a trend that will probably stick around for a while. Our winner for this? TurboTax Full Service. So the TurboTax Full Service option gives users the ability to upload tax documents and have a tax expert take it from there. The pricing is as low as we've ever seen, and the service gets rave reviews. If you prefer not to file your own taxes, take advantage of TurboTax's Full Service option. Our other winner, kind of a dual winner for this, H&R Block Virtual. Upload your tax documents to a secure online portal, and a CPA or enrolled agent will handle the filing from there. The tax software will even provide an estimated time until completion when you select your tax professional. You probably will need to answer a few questions via phone or email, but the process is simple compared with filing yourself. Historically, this offering has been more expensive than TurboTax's comparable service, especially when you're self-employed. Here's the best for people seeking a refund anticipation loan. Stimulus checks, they're on their way. But 2020 has been a tough year for a lot of people. If you need your tax refund to pay the bills, a refund anticipation loan might be on your radar. Unfortunately, too many lenders may charge high interest rates to give you an advance for a few weeks. We really don't recommend a tax refund anticipation loan. But there are a few interest-free options that might make sense this year. TurboTax and H&R Block both allow eligible filers to get a tax refund anticipation loan when they file online. Filing in a branch typically costs over $300, but the online filing can be done for free or at a low cost. Our winner this year, H&R Block. The H&R Block tax refund advance is available to up to $3,500 and is available starting January 4th, 2021 for everyone, including those who file online. You don't need to file in stores to get this loan. Here's what else you need to know about H&R Block's refund advance loan. There's 0% interest, no fees, and there are 5 loan amounts: $250, $500, $750, $1,250, or $3,500. Same-day approvals. Advance is issued on an Emerald card, by the way. Our runner-up this year, TurboTax. They are issuing tax advances on prepaid debit cards. Filers can qualify for up to $3,000 in loans, which will be available on a debit card within 5 to 10 days of applying. Filers will be auto-approved, assuming they file through TurboTax. Here's what you need to know about TurboTax's advance. 0% interest, no fees. There are 8 different loan amounts, from $250 to $3,000 and like everything in between, and their approval is based on your refund amount, of course. Same-day approvals. An advance is issued on a Turbo Visa debit card. Okay, after all of that, I know that was a long one. Here are some final thoughts. As you can see, there's no blanket best tax software. It all depends on what you have on your tax return. Each program tries to pick a niche and own it. Given the strange year we've had, no surprise at all to see some big shakeups among the superlatives this year. But we're excited to see more bargain software companies take home the best options too this year. Also note, prices and deals change all tax season. Of course, we try our best to assess, but things do change as the tax season goes on. So, if you see any changes, please let us know at thecollegeinvestor.com. Just type in these words, best tax software, and you'll find this article and more. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope that was helpful, and we'll talk to you again very soon.